the location for QinTheCommunity tomorrow afternoon. We're at Briar Hall playing field. Different location from where we're accustomed to here. So we're really happy that we came up to do this here. However, we do our serenity prayer in a minute. However, there's a gentleman here just came in from New York. He is a chef. Tomorrow he'll be doing a lot of cooking and presentations. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good.
Introduce yourself, man.
The name is Neville Frank Yearwood.
Wonderful. And you're a chef in New York, you were saying?
Yeah, that's all I ever done there for a lot of years.
Man, that's a lot more than all, you say all I ever did, but that's a big thing.
I was a service manager there for the city. And then before I went with the city, I used to be the chef for Concord when Concord was running. I got a lot of years in cooking. I started as a pantry boy, 17 years old in the ships.
Oh my goodness.
So, all my life was cooking.
Man, you don't need people you please. Everybody got to eat, so you don't need people you please.
Of course you got to eat. You gotta eat. And you can't eat today for tomorrow.
Right, that's absolutely correct.
Today,
that's
you
correct.
Come back tomorrow.
Still gonna be hungry tomorrow.
Yeah, but you got a good presentation for your food, because normally you always, people think you eat with a knife and fork and think first and your mouth. Right. No, you eat with your eyes first.
Ah, that's true though.
When you see something and it's appealing, then you go after it.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, so that's the first
So
thing.
I must apologize for holding you out here, because you just got off a flight coming in from New York.
Yeah.
You still dressed up, you're a sweater and stuff. So thank you for coming home, first of all. Yeah. I understand you do some preparation.
I'm a Christchurch man. I live up the street there in Montrose.
Oh, nice.
So this is my constituency.
I was born and raised between Kingston and Bannatyne, so I know Montrose very well.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, man, for sure. Wonderful. All right, so you're doing some...
for about 50 years. Yeah.
You up in New York?
Up in Montrose.
Oh, you live there, yeah?
That's where I live. I always go and come.
Okay, so today you're coming in out from a vacation, or are you live here year round, or?
No, I don't live here year round.
Right.
I come and go. I go and come since I retired. But I come in because of the queue and the
regathering,
right. And all the things that are going on.
Nice, man.
And get involved with Rooster on Wheels.
I'm glad you called it name, man. Rooster on Wheels. I forgot. I remember Wheels, but I didn't know what called Rooster. I wasn't too sure. I lost a few times ago. Yeah, man. So you're doing any preparations of food for tomorrow and stuff?
Some of it.
Okay. And what was on your menu for tomorrow? It's gonna be at the booth.
We got a stock menu there. We got ribs, pork ribs, barbecue or plain. That you got pigtails. That's the meats. You got fish. Then you have your rice and stew, macaroni pie, typical Bajan dishes.
I love that,
people
man.
Would like,
I love that for sure.
And you got fish cakes. Bajan dish is not a dish without fish cakes. You
That's
must have your fish cakes,
Sure.
Right? Hamburgers, hot dogs.
The first thing coming in mind right now. What are you going to eat when you get home? Well, you imagine food to a Bajan sort of thing in your stomach, all of a sudden make me full and start feeling hungry and warm,
Right?
Yeah, man, for sure, man.
Yes.
And look, thank you so much for staying on with us for a few minutes, because we want you to bring the passion behind your cooking, because when we spoke to you this on the van when you came in, we realized we needed you to put forward what is going on, because
I'll be here, I'll be around, and I'll be assisting and everything.
Fabulous.
I've got a lot of the stuff all set forward and everything. This is something
but it's like
I would say
every day
it's
for you.
easy for me, because I've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
A lot of years now.
Yeah.
From the ships, I've done about 19 years in the ships, all catering, and then I went to corrections, and I've done it for corrections for over 30 years. And then done parties and weddings and everything. So
brilliant,
this is quite simple.
Brilliant. Let me show them. This is your first time you come to from the hard court. This is where you're gonna find their food. And you said Rooster on Wheels.
Rooster on Wheels.
Okay, absolutely perfect, man.
That's where you'll find.
My brother, it's an honor to speak to you. A pleasure to speak to you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay. Thanks very much, man.
I hope you get a good day with the weather.
Man, you know what? If I wake up, to me it's a good day. My philosophy in life is to enjoy every minute. Whatever comes our way, I got so much to be happy for.
You walk off.
Yep.
You're good to go again.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. And you have a blessed evening.
You can only get one day at a time.
One day at a time is correct. You might not get two. You might not get one coming after.
But 100 years can come. One day at a time.
Yeah. You can come through here. This is where they told me to move from just now. So I moved over there. This is the actual drive section. All right, my brother. I can see you tomorrow, right? Okay, cool, man. Nice, man, for sure, definitely. I know you don't want to go on camera, so I want to put you on camera. I can't run the back of you, though. I want you to tell me about Red Rooster tomorrow. I just heard from the chef. You ready for all the action? Everybody coming to you to serve you quick and stuff?
Of course.
All right, beautiful.
Let everybody come down to Rooster on Wheels.
Rooster on Wheels.
What's
Everybody
that
call the wrong
act
name
to?
just so you see who I am.
Rooster
I
on
thank you for not correcting me so in a way that you did it so diplomatically nobody would even realize.
It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Anyway.
So, I used to be accustomed to Q, but
Right.
now I'm back through the gathering.
Okay.
The Christchurch gathering.
Well, welcome back. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for sure.
Thank you.
I come by
Doing
stall
good
early
things.
and talk to you for sure.
It's true.
And just to let you all know, she has her arm around me, holding me around my hip, and she got her hip tapped on mine, and we are smiling together. Just let you know, you'll see her tomorrow because she can't hide behind the bar tomorrow. All right, y'all take care of her.
Okay.
All right, so guess who's back? I'm not going to say anything. I'm interested in seeing what the comments will be at the end of the video, or the end of the vlogs. I'm not going to say anything at the moment.
You did not put me on Wi-Fi, so I can't get on.
Oh, good there. All right, she can't get on Wi-Fi, and we don't want to stop it and interrupt it. No, if I
No.
do that, it will stop everything. Please, if you're watching this transmission, do not call us right now. I did not turn off my notifications either. So let's try and keep this clean for everyone. And you don't have to do it just to become popular. So don't call me. All right, so completely different. Same location in general, Briar Hall. Completely different setup. It's a we gather an event tomorrow. So we're going to show you what you're around. We're not familiar with all the tents. That would be pretty obvious because a lot of them are, as you have seen, we don't know who's behind them until we met the lady just now from Rooster on Wheels. She got it right this time. All right, so this is her area here. We then have next to it, I think this is Egg Yard. I am not 100% sure. I was told by the wine master because he is our informer of the actual locations or laying out and stuff. But he is not here at the moment. He was here earlier on and they've set up. So we're going to walk you around and show you where our base would be, as it always is every QinTheCommunity. That's in a couple of minutes. Believe it or not, it's at the end of where we're walking, so it'll take you a little while to get to where they are. But he's not here to give me all the information, but he's given me some I've forgotten. Others we will try and see what we can do. All right, so we got big bank tent here. I see a lot of little smaller tents here, so I'm not sure if they are a part of the actual gathering or some of them might be the slush tent, which I'm hoping the slushy will be here. Fluffy fish cakes. I don't know if you're here tomorrow, but I'm missing you. Seriously, you need to come back. We're missing your smile, and I'm missing a chance to eat some more fish cakes. They're dying to go. Wait, how are you? You good? All right, wonderful. All right then. All right, so it's even better now for our more mature people because they're right by the grandstand. Normally this is where they would sit and the party would be over in the hard court. So not only for them but for everyone else, this is a great opportunity. This area is going to cast a lot of shade from fairly early, as you can see it's doing so right now. It's also going to give you additional shelter in case there's a little rain. There is a little rain in the forecast, but I'm not worried about it, so hopefully you're not worried about it either. We're seeing one tent has already suffered a sort of like a calamity because that was blown down. There were some gusts earlier on. This is a very breezy pasture if there's wind blowing. I say that because you can go around here sometimes and it's so still. You can hear a pin drop. It is just nothing going on. No wind blowing at all. Nothing. No leaves blowing. However, when we were up here a little while ago, we were seeing a little cloud like that there that came through and it brought some wind with it. We didn't actually see this tent go down, but we are seeing that it has gone down since it's been put up. So if this is your tent, you need to come back up and pay some attention to it, or come early tomorrow or earlier than you were planning to, so you can get it ready for QinTheCommunity and we gathering, of course. All right, so you got to walk around a little more. Remember, all here you have to sit if you need. You've got benches here. They got the pavilion section. All these steps are used for sitting. We generally start here with our live vlog, and then we terminate our live vlog as we get closer to the actual hard court because of all of the chain link fence you're seeing around the outside. However, we're going to see what it looks like on today's preview because we don't have to be at the hard court tomorrow at all. So we should be able to broadcast live, which is a beautiful thing. We're being optimistic. So let's say we're going to be broadcasting live. We will be anyhow, whether it is a preamble, which we will bring prior to the main thing, if it's a video, if we have to resort to that. But hopefully it will be a complete live broadcast. So let's see how that goes. Ah, boy, you got me feeling real unfit then. So, all right, let us walk slowly in this direction. You only have to, if you're going in an anti-clockwise direction, you have to run. But if you're walking in a clockwise direction, you can walk slowly. So I'm glad we started there for sure. All right. I don't know who said that, but I'm making it up anyhow. All right, big drink tent here, as you can see. This is where Delicious, I understand. Again, thank you, Wine Master, for giving me some information. This is where Delicious is good. Yo, guys, y'all good? Respect. All right, man. All right, so this is where Heatherlicious is going to be located tomorrow. So food tents all over. You've seen already Rooster on wheels. You've seen A guards, from what I understand. And if I am wrong about that, I apologize to whoever is there. And A guards have got extra plug. And then, and then you have Heatherlicious. So it's on 3 big food vendors already. And I'm sure there are more because I know there is someone else, but we don't call his name until we get over there. So these guys feverishly working on making sure putting on all of their pallets and stuff. As you know, it is the wee gathering tomorrow, so it's not just the usual setup that you would see. It is the wee gathering setup, which will be here. And this is the dancing area for QinTheCommunity. It's a big, big tent, which is a lovely tent, nice wide tent. Look at it a little further on. It looks like a 40 by 80 possibly. It looks around that size there from what I can see. But I'm not too sure. You will have to look and see. But each of these are usually about a 20 by 20. As you'll see, the 20 by 20 tents out here. So I would say 4 20s by 2 20s wide, so 40 by 80. Big tent. Doesn't look that huge here right now, but it is a huge tent. So that's a good thing to see as well. You have all the official stages are being set up. We don't know much about the regathering because we have not really participated in too much of it. We've only vlogged 1 or 2 events, but not really concentrating on that because both of them were coinciding with a QinTheCommunity, who is where our main focus is on. But we will try and bring something to you. We also generally come a little bit later. So usually when we come into this general area or run the regathering, they're sort of like shutting up and going on. We generally get here after 4. Tomorrow we're going to try and make every endeavor to get here prior to that for sure. All right, no parking. It's not being confirmed. You would have seen it. All right, this has got to be patrons' tents and stuff. You'll see they have on their sides and everything as well. Let's walk up a little bit further and then we talk about the parking for tomorrow. At the moment you can see all these tents behind are also lifting, so they look like regathering tents. But we do know that this here is the wine factory. So if you're coming to QinTheCommunity at any time tomorrow, or if you come to any QinTheCommunity, you know we're there. You're not sure where we are, because a big crowd, all you gotta do is come and ask these folks here, because this is our main jump off and ending point, and that is the Shalanas wine factory. And we are not doing any promotion for Shalanas. Shalanas people themselves do their promotions. All we do is we tell you about their products, and you will see the interaction, everything. So you will watch out for yourself. But Shalanas is our main base, and that would indicate to you that a lot of the energy from the family that usually associates themselves with Shalanas, I call them a part of their posse, and all the people that are here, obviously, that are drinking their wines, they all use this as the main factory area, and it's great energy and stuff. So we love to start here, end here, in between here, whatever here, it doesn't really make a difference. All right, so we said we had another big food vendor to talk about. You can see already, we see linoleum. I can see it from the other side, but I was told it was here. Now I'm here, I see it's here. Yardies is also going to be here. So you got big food vendors here tomorrow, big ones. You already heard that we have this gentleman that flew in here from New York to be a part of the preparation of the food for tomorrow, and that is at Rooster on Wheels. You then have Agard's Kitchen. Again, this is what I'm saying right now. I could be contradicted on that quite easily. You're then going to have Heatherlicious, and then you're going to have Yardy, and you will also have all the other vendors where you can get your other stuff like slushies and ice creams and popcorns and hot dogs, and because usually from the gatherings they have a lot of people that will be up with these smaller operations as well. A lot of vendors as well. So maybe some clothing vendors, etc. Like I said, we're not too familiar with the program from regathering. We have attended a few of them, some with the camera, some without the camera. But we don't really want to comment too much on what is where and what is to be expected, because we ourselves honestly do not know. I don't mind making some guesstimates and coming to some. What did you say? We get back to you. What did you say? As you're on the camera, what did you just say? Speculating. That's correct. I'm a what? King speculator. Okay. So I don't know if anybody's written any comments yet, but it'd be quite interesting to hear what your comments may be. Unfortunately, Jeanette is not online right now, so she can't even monitor what is being written. But we will go home and read it. I can assure you of that for sure. All right, parking. That's one of the most important things to know. And that is, as far as we understand, this is just from what we've understand. You saw we reached out this morning, all of our media platforms. We tagged 100.7, we tagged Quality FM, because we were trying to find out the information so that we could have brought it to you all this afternoon to relieve anyone's stress or duress about parking. However, we haven't been contacted by anyone in regards to the transport. We just want to enlighten our family and those that are coming to queue of what is happening, because a lot of people are talking different things, but no one is actually in an official capacity. So right now we're going to tell you what we have heard, because you know us, we're speculators, so we like to, we're not spreading any rumors, we're just telling you what we have heard. So what we heard last week, hold on a minute though, you all see me yet? You all see me yet, you know, so I gotta make sure I pay some attention to myself. You can see my locks getting tight, so I can, Undine, if you're watching this tomorrow, when you see me, please tell me how to treat these here to get them hanging properly when they're dry and not only when they're wet. All right, so parking. Last week when we were at QinTheCommunity, we heard there's going to be a park and ride, which is going to be offered from the gymnasium. That's the Cigar Field Sober Gymnasium Complex, or the sporting complex. They're also, from what I have just heard, I'm not going to say who told me it, but usually a very, very reliable source, but not an official source. But I understand there may also be a park and ride from Oistins as well. So I guess the usual Q bus will run from Bridgetown. This is my, again, as she says, speculation. The Q bus will run from Bridgetown. At least one bus will be coming from Oistins, and at least one will be coming from the gymnasium, I would assume. Again, this is pure assumption because no one has notified us, so we can't do anything for them to get the information out, which we were hoping to get done by preview time. So 100.7 and Quality FM, etc., etc. We want to give the information, but we are unable to do so. So if you would please get it clear for us on media later on, so that anyone that's coming to QinTheCommunity that's actually driving will be able to know exactly what's going on, like before tomorrow, so we can make our plans. That would be absolutely wonderful. And if you brought it already, I can apologize right here and now up front. I'll say my apology, but I have not seen it. And if it's there, I have not seen it easily. So I'm not a person that reads too much. So if there's any bottom of an article or something, I probably won't see it. But I have been asked by many people what's going on, and everybody I think also is on the media as well. So it might be a little difficult to see. So if you have said it before, please say it again for us, because we only try to make sure that everything goes smoothly, as smooth as possible. There's parking on the outskirts, like behind the clubhouse itself or behind the pavilion. Limited, very limited. I see some lights out there as well. And of course, the usual parking that you might be able to get on the side of the road and thing here. As you know, that's usually what happens. Pasture on the other side is not being cut. But the pasture below the pavilion has some room that's being cut and stuff. It's been nicely cut off. So if you get here early, you might get a park there. If not, hopefully we will know by tonight or tomorrow what the system is set up for transport of those who are actually wanting to drive the event. Because no parking, based on our last information that we received, again, it wasn't official because as we have tried to find out, but we have not been able to. Last information we heard, absolutely no parking on the field because the field was going to be taken up by all the tents for the regathering. Regathering is on this side here, but if you look at the above side, you see all the football things that could be moved tomorrow. I don't know if they'll permit parking up there. Maybe they will reconsider it. I really don't know, to be honest with you, but I'm going on what I've heard so far. Nothing really tells me they're allowed to park in the field. Nothing is telling me you're prohibited from parking the field, so we can leave it at that. All right, let me enlighten you a little bit so the rumors don't kill too much. Jeanette went to get this guard dog. That's as big as it will get, by the way. It's one of her puppies from home. She went to collect it to bring it in because she said that I need to be asking permission when I'm coming to give her love. And I told you all last week she ran away from me because I give her too much love. Well, I didn't know she was bringing back her guard dog. Her guard dog this morning mauled my hand because I went to touch her without permission. Only kidding. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is our newest member of our family. More loving than you can possibly imagine. So we all, as you know, we have a Ninja cat at home. So we're getting them to work together. Right now, they're within like a 5-foot range of stare downs, but hopefully that will happen. But you know, this is our new member of our family. It's my new daughter. All right. So thank you for joining us. All those are on now. I am assuming the signal here is going to be clear. We've only ever had issues with the signal from the time we got by the practice, actual practice area for bowling. When we got into that general area by the trees and around by the actual hard court with all of the chain link fence, it gives interference with the signal. So it's fine until we get into that interference area. So we're assuming that this is coming through clearly, and we are assuming that tomorrow we'll be broadcasting live. We want you to walk with us step by step. You're going to do it anyhow, but we want you to walk with us step by step while we're here. And that is the possibility that is going to happen tomorrow. If you have friends and family that live next to you, if you're living in a condo or apartment complex or something, wherever you are in this world, and you have friends or family that live next to you, you know they watch QinTheCommunity, don't just let them watch it on their TV in their houses, and you watch it in your house. Gather and get your own party going, because QinTheCommunity is not physically there with you. Doesn't mean you can't be a part of QinTheCommunity with us, because you know already how we are. We can be going step by step, so you're not be left anywhere behind. You're walking by our sides. That is our philosophy, step by step, side by side. So if you feel in that mood to do it tomorrow, walk with us, that's fine. Remember, there's also coverage, of course, by 100.7 FM. They're going to be doing something completely different from us. I don't know if Michael will be here tomorrow. Michael Lord, I think he's still in recovery. I haven't spoken to him this week, but he was doing well when he last spoke to him. I'm sure that James will be here. I'm hoping Dan Roy will be here. So I'm hoping the coverage tomorrow will be great, not only through our lens, our love lens, but also through the lenses of us others, our brothers who work with us every week to try and bring the best of this product to you, because this is something we think is absolutely necessary for the community in Barbados. So we're working together to do it. We are a group of vloggers that work together, and we all do different things. So you watch one of mine, you can always watch one of Michael's or Dan Roy's or James's, because they're going to be different for sure. You can appreciate that. Anyhow, I'm sorry that Jeanette was not on today, because I'm sure you all have had some comments earlier on. I'm looking forward to reading them. I hope some of you all realize it was a baby pram that she was pushing, because a lot of people have been saying, wait, is she pregnant? She gone away because she's pregnant? So we thought that this way would be the perfect way of starting something that was not really existing. You know us already. I mean, every week you hear the lies when Jeanette is not here, and they're always contradicting each other. But I leave it up to people to know. You know, it's nice to make people wonder, and also to make people create thoughts with their own intelligent mind. So that's fun. All right, you see me set up. If you want, I'll just take you down behind and show you. I have some sitting areas out here as well. I know that the wee gathering is here, so I'm sure these are a lot of their booths and stuff. This is usually how they set up with these big tents and sides on it, just to be on the safe side. And as you can see behind here, there are a lot of these little sort of like small pavilion areas. I don't know what they're called, bleachers, I guess. Stationed across the back here, so more sitting room again for you. Lots of shade. That is one thing here that's not lacking, that is shade. If you're up by the hard courts, you might have a little bit of problem unless you go right by the chain link fence to the trees. However, as you can see, there are trees all around here and trees all at the side, and as you can see, large buildings that are casting shadows. So it shouldn't be a problem for anyone that's worried about the heat or whatever. You are seeing how big the tent is and how many surrounding tents there are around the area. I know usually we gathering doesn't go on the entire night. I know they usually move their stuff, but there is some shelter that's going to be here for sure. It's going to be a very interesting queue. I'm happy to see it's here, because carrying it live is basically what we want to do. That is what we always strive to do. So it's looking like a possibility tomorrow. To each and every one of you all are on here, I just want you to stick around for another second, because what we're going to do is we're going to take you to somewhere that's pretty peaceful up on that hill over there, as we did last time. We're going to say our serenity prayer. So if you want to stick around for that, please do. Yes, you are going to have to suffer to hear me between here and there, because I do not do a silent movie. I don't intend to do a silent movie for anyone, not even my wife. So we're going to go up here and say our serenity prayer. But beautiful field. You really can't ask for a better location. It's a pristine field. So I wouldn't be offended if they said you can't park it above side, because we are expecting rain. So that's the first thing. So we know already that the element that would be a problem for parking would be the soft, muddy areas. So if we do have a little rain, it does wet up in there, you know the damage you do to the field by just driving in and driving out. No matter how cautious you are, you're still going to do some kind of root structure damage to the actual grass itself. So pristine conditions like this have to be maintained. A lot of pride and energy goes in to Briar Hall. I've sat and talked to groundsmen. I've sat and talked to ladies and people from the resource centre in our past vlogs. Remember, it is the Maurice King, not only sports centre, it says sports centre, but it's also, as you all would know, a resource centre as well. So that also goes on here as well. Changes since we were here last time, not much in the actual surrounding area. Chain link fence is still the same way as it was. The entire field is surrounded by chain link fence, couple of gates along different sections of it. You can enter out here onto the field itself, or you can walk in behind the clubhouse or the pavilion if that's what you'd like to do. I see there are lights going all over out here, so I would expect that you will probably find, I see them setting up. I'm not sure they're putting them there. Let me rephrase that. I don't know if they're having anything out here at all, but I do see, as you'll see, one set of generators here with lights on it. That would be obviously to just illuminate this area, and the other one over there. So besides the actual big lights that usually come on at this facility, you also have your generator lights as well. All right, so hopefully someone in official capacity from QFM will be able to let us know about the parking situation for tomorrow. I know that is always a concern for everyone, for me for sure, and I'm sure for most other people as well, because you want to make sure one is your car is parked in a relatively safe area. You want to make sure you don't have to walk too far, because mostly people that come to QinTheCommunity are elderly, etc. So we just want to know if it's parking right, if that's where they need to go to, let us know where it is and how often it will be running. We want something to be like an official capacity, you know, like how often is it running, how many buses are running. That is something that I would love to hear personally. So hopefully, I know many people really don't worry about what I want to hear, but I think that I speak for our family, and our family wants to be comfortable when coming to a location. So please, 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 we're pleading with you, let us know what is going on tomorrow with the parking and riding, etc. All right, so we're here, and I'm glad we got through that part, so I can now just relax and give you a view from up here. Yeah, there's some around highway noise and stuff. That is the ABC highway just directly below us. Graham Hall roundabout is just over there, center camera on the actual highway itself. Candle Hill roundabout is where it's going to right now. You can see from here, South Point, that would be right out the point there. There is a small swell that's coming through. I don't know if it's surfable, but I would imagine maybe Silver Sands or somewhere has a little wave. You can see it breaking off of there. Bowbell's Channel, there's nothing on it at the moment, so it's nothing really huge or coast right along the whole coastline. We'd like to see the Bay of Oysterns. Then we work our way down to St.LawrenceGap, which you're going to have Sapphire by the Sea, etc. down inside of there, and Sandals, of course. And then you work your way along the coastline, straight along Highway 7 South Coast itself. All right, so we're going to see our Serenity Prayer right here. If you'd like to join us, please do. All others will be back through just to sign off basically after. Hopefully you'll be able to join us. If you do not understand this prayer, take a little while sometime when you have some time. It is an important prayer, and it's not the prayer itself, it's the content of the prayer. And that is, it reminds us of what we're responsible of, and that is ourselves, our reactions, our emotions, our expressions, our confrontation with people, etc. So we're responsible for those things. All others, God is responsible for. And the day that we can acknowledge that and truly believe it and understand it, we can throw a whole set of dead weight off our back that we're carrying around all the time, trying to control people, trying to get people to live the right way, trying to tell people how to live their lives, trying to tell people how to conduct themselves and how to walk their journey. That is not the right way at all. That is the way you believe is right. It's certainly not the right way. All right, so here we go. Gather with us, please, if you can. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. The ones that are on here right now are known as the Journey 246 Live Warriors. It means that you are on with us as we're actually broadcasting. We have consistent 1:30 on right now. We thank all of those that have come on. We know some come on for only a few minutes because they're sort of like at work, or they're stopping in a car park before they move off a supermarket or something, and they want to come in and see what's going on quickly. So thank you to anyone that came on this afternoon and that walks with us in general. You're walking with us. There's some people walk with us because they want to see what we're bringing, as in if we're at a venue or something, they want to see what the action is. Most of our people walk with us because they understand the journey. The journey is about love and kindness and happiness and respect and care and compassion and sincerity and honesty. All those beautiful things that is very difficult to find nowadays is what we're striving to make sure and live in. And the reason we're striving to make sure and live in that is because that is the way the journey heals and we grow. And that is the way love really materializes and manifests itself in us, that we can show everyone that we come in contact with, no matter whether it's morning, noon, or night, or where we are, the love that we're supposed to show. That is our healing and that is our growth. So mostly people are on here will be doing that. So if you come in tomorrow on our live broadcast, please be social with everyone on if you can. Say good afternoon to those that you may not even know. Remember, you can't get to know someone unless you first say hello, how are you, or something. You have to interact. And that doesn't only mean you, it means the other people are also seeing you as well. We want an online party, we want our community to grow. We want that when people come on, that they have their bantering online as well, that they're talking, and having fun and interacting. If you're going to be spending an hour to 2 hours or beyond that with us during a broadcast, don't sit back. Well, you can do that. That's up to you. You can sit back and don't do anything. But if you were to get in contact with people who are on there and even drop a good evening to everyone, you've played your part. in what we call spreading love. You just have to spread the words, that's all. You don't even have to get in a conversation. But most of the time, you'll probably come back, get someone coming back. And then week after week, you will get to know more and more of the people that walk with us. And week after week, the bantering goes up. We have some people that have walked with us from the very beginning online that have been motivating. Christine, I actually shouldn't have called any names. Richie, I shouldn't have called any at all, but there's so many of them, I can't even call them. So please, if I didn't call your first 2 names and I'm 1 or 2, it's because I don't have a memory right now. I can only call up to 2 right now. I can't even count to 1. So hopefully, anyhow, you will see tomorrow evening. There's a lady called Diane Wharton, I think, as well, too. A few people, but they've been trying week after week to generate a camaraderie in our group, build our community for us while we're out here vlogging. So if you want to have a good time tomorrow at QinTheCommunity, start your own community online as well, man. Let everybody know that you're there, and let's walk together. Let's have a good time, people. That's what life is all about, and we can do it together. United we stand, divided we fall. One love from us. We're Barbados, a journey 246. If you have not subscribed to our channels yet, or please do so. You know, if you've not put on your notifications that we're on, please do so as well, because like this afternoon, we came on, nobody knew exactly what time, but you will get an alert either through email or text or however you have it set up. That way then you won't miss a minute of the action. And remember, pack your drinks in your cooler and get next to you in your chair. Find your most comfortable chair tomorrow, because we are not going in a hurry. We're going to be bringing you the best that we can, and the best that we are going to find here at QinTheCommunity will definitely make your life a lot better, because it'll be full of love and happiness, joy, and you will see a lot of people who love life and who live every day to enjoy life, because they don't know how long it will be around. So come and join us tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us. Barbados Journey 246. We love you all. From Jeanette, of course, from Josie and the Pussycat. Yes, that's her name, so she's given it to them. And from the Journey 246, and from all of our family, I can comfortably say we love you, because that is how we are. You will see that tomorrow if you've never seen it before. Take care and have a blessed evening, everyone. Rest well, and see you right here at Briar Hall tomorrow afternoon. See you later.